Hello, welcome to a quick start video for your new AUBO cobot. Now that you have unboxed your AUBO cobot and your control box, and you have now set up your AUBO cobot onto a stand that you either purchased from AUBO or you've custom designed, you're now ready to power everything on, turn on the teach pendant, and start playing with the robot. So once you power on your robot, AUBOPE software will automatically start. And so this login page will pop up. However, if this doesn't happen, just double click AUBOPE again, and it will come up. So the password default is 1. Enter. And click save, start up. Or you can select whatever tools you want to use that you have previously created, but the flange center will always be there as default. Start up. So now the robot will power on and release the brakes. And as you can currently see, the robot is in its package pose, and this is the pose all the robots arrive in the containers. So, this is because we want to make sure the robot is as compact as possible so the joints don't accidentally move and things like that. So now that the brakes have been released, now the AUBOPE has entered its actual interface. So this is the robot teaching interface. Now we can adjust the position, orientation, as well as the individual joints of this robot. So let's get it out of this packaging pose so we can better adjust it. So let's lift up joint 3. Make the robot turn around to face us, rotating joint 1. And we can drag this speed control to make these adjustments faster. Okay, let's now rotate joint 5. So I just want to put it into a normal, pretty common pick and place orientation. All right, now we're here. We can also play around with the position control. For example, we want to move it in the positive y-axis. Right, we can move it in the positive x-axis, negative x-axis, and this is all with respect to the base coordinate system. And you can play around with you can add new coordinate systems as well as you require. Positive z-axis, and you can also, for orientation control, when you change the orientation, the position of your target tool end, for example, for us is just the flange center because we don't have a tool on it. This position won't change at all. It's just only the orientation. So if we look at the flange center, when I do any orientation control, the flange center holds the exact same position. Okay, so now let's just say we want to make a new project. Let's just say we want to move the robot between 2 points and put it in a loop. So what we can do, go into the programming tab, and all your projects, all your old projects, previous projects will be here, so you can go ahead and load those if you want. However, we want to create a new project, and you won't have any of these old projects when you first start up your AUBOPE. So go ahead, click new. So it'll create a project for you, and all these are the conditions that you can use, as well as you have your advanced conditions, peripheral, and processes. And we have basically videos for every single one of these options, so please go ahead and check out that. So today we're just going to go, first of all, add a loop, and we want to loop always. Now we want to move between 2 waypoints, so we add 2 move conditions, move, move. And you can adjust the names of these as well. So there's move joint, move line, move track, and there's videos talking about what these are. So you can watch that as well, have a better understanding. Confirm. We're going to go with move joint is the most basic. And let's just set a waypoint. So this is the first point our robot wants. We want the robot to start at. Let's say we want a robot to start right here. Confirm. And second move, so we still move joint. Confirm. And let's set the second waypoint. Let's say we want it to be, and then move it up a little bit right here. Confirm. And again, you can change the aliases of all these. So now we can start the project, and you can also play around with the move limit. This is just how fast, the maximum speed of this project. So if you want to make it faster, speed it up to 100%. If you want it slower, you can adjust this however you like. Let's just set it to 54 roughly. So we can go ahead and start. So before we do that, we must save the project. One way is just to click start and it'll prompt you to save. Let's say we call it Quickstart. The other way is, simply go into project and click save and select the project you want. So you can do it however you want. Now let's start, but before we start, we must hold this auto button so that the robot returns to the first waypoint of the project. Now there are ways to curb this. For example, by using a variable waypoint. However, for today, for this demo, we'll just be doing a basic. So we'll just use this auto button, hold it until the robot moves to this very first waypoint and stops moving. Now you can start. And as you can see, the robot is moving right between the two waypoints that you have set. And under simulator, basically you can track the real-time position, orientation, and the pose, as well as the joint angles of your robot. And you can stop the project. Also, you can pause the project. When you pause the project, it will continue at the same it'll start off wherever it left off. So that's how you create a project. So now you're ready to basically start playing around and building some simple projects. And also, let's just say you want to turn your whole system off. To do so, you will press this top right button right here, and it will turn off your robot, shut your teach pendant off, and then after the standby lights on, you can turn off your control box as well by pressing the button right above the power cord on your control box. However, let's just say I want to turn off my robot. However, I don't want to power off my teach pendant. I still want to access some files in the Linux system. Go ahead and click this second icon here. Yes. After this, it will just lock the robot. However, you can still have access to your files and your command prompt, command window as well. And there you go. You are now ready to get started playing with your cobot.